Before you spend over $1,000 on the next iPhone, let me ask you one question. What if waiting for the iPhone 18 Pro actually ends up costing you more without giving you much more in return? Sounds strange. I spent the last few days going through analyst reports, supply chain leaks, and everything Apple's rumor mill has been talking about, and after putting it all together, I honestly don't think most people should wait. Now, that doesn't mean the iPhone 18 Pro isn't exciting. It absolutely is. But once you see what's actually changing and what's mostly staying the same, your decision might be very different. Let's get into it. Before we continue, if you enjoy Apple news, leaks, buying advice, and honest tech videos that help you spend your money wisely, consider subscribing. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Now, let's dive in. Let's start with what could be the biggest surprise: the price. Apple has quietly increased prices across several of its products recently. Nothing has been confirmed for the iPhone 18 Pro, but multiple reports suggest the Pro models could cost somewhere between $100 and $200 more than the current generation. Between manufacturing costs and new chip technology, a price hike is likely. And if that's true, the real question isn't can you afford it, it's are you actually getting enough in return? Stick around because there's one launch rumor that could change everything. Let's start with performance. The iPhone 18 Pro is expected to feature Apple's new A20 Pro chip, built using a 2nm process. It'll be faster, sure, but the real win is efficiency. A smaller chip means lower power consumption, better battery life, less heat, and more processing power for future AI features. Speaking of AI, another major rumor is 12 GB of RAM. Normally, I wouldn't get excited about RAM on an iPhone, but with Apple Intelligence becoming a huge focus, this actually matters. More RAM means faster and smarter AI models directly on your phone. Next, the new C2 modem. Reports suggest it could improve 5G speeds, battery efficiency, and even satellite connectivity. Now let's talk about cameras because this might be the biggest upgrade. Apple is rumored to be testing a variable aperture main camera. Think about how your eyes work. In bright sunlight, your pupils get smaller. In the dark, they open wider. A variable aperture works the same way. That means better low-light photography, more natural portraits, and greater creative control. Another interesting rumor is a smaller dynamic island thanks to moving Face ID hardware under the display. Battery life may improve too. Some reports suggest Apple could make the phone slightly thicker to fit a larger battery. Honestly, I'll happily take that extra millimeter for a few more hours of life. We're also hearing rumors of a more scratch-resistant display and vapor chamber cooling for better sustained performance during gaming or heavy workloads. It's all very promising. Now remember that launch rumor. Several reports suggest Apple could split the schedule. The Pro models arriving later this year, while the regular iPhone 18 could arrive several months later in early next year. So after everything we've just looked at, should you actually wait? Here's what I'd do. If you're using an iPhone 13 or older, upgrade now. The difference will be huge. If you're using an iPhone 14 or 14 Pro, I'd seriously consider the iPhone 17 Pro. You'll likely save money, avoid the rumored price increase, and still get incredible cameras and Apple Intelligence. If you're on a 15 Pro, I'd probably wait just a little longer to see the official announcement. But if you're on a 16 or 17, definitely wait. Your phone is already fantastic. So, if this were my own money, I'd buy the iPhone 17 Pro today. Not because the iPhone 18 Pro looks disappointing, but the upgrades look evolutionary, not revolutionary. If Apple also increases the price, the iPhone 17 Pro ends up being the smarter buy for most people. Of course, Apple could always surprise us, and if they do, I'll be the first to tell you. So now I want to hear from you. What iPhone are you using today? Are you planning to buy the 17 Pro or waiting for the 18? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. Remember, technology changes every year, but value doesn't. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.